Hello all and welcome for the second annual race day brought to you by Powerade. I'm David Calhoun with colleague Stevie Miller, and Kevin Klein's on vacation this week, so it's just going to be the two of us. How you doing today, Stevie?
I'm doing fine. I just got back from Charlotte. We did the little 70s race, and it's a pretty good race. Some nice, clean races out there. It was a good win for me.
Yeah, you didn't have the fastest car all night, but you showed when it counted that you couldn't be stopped.
Yeah, I mean, pit strategy was the key. When I pitted, that was the last pit stop, and everybody else had one pit stop to go, and it just put me right in position for the win.
Yeah, newcomer Justin Brooks, he had some trouble on pit road, and cost him the victory tonight. I know he was pretty upset about it after the race. He said he got 2 penalties for exiting out of the pits on the track wrong, and he tried to get them cleared, but he was able to come back and get back on the lead lap and try to contend, but it wasn't enough. You and another newcomer, Chris Insincari, or I'm not real sure how to pronounce his last name. We'll have to ask him and get back to that on that.
Yeah, I thought Justin had that race won, but he's got to learn that you exit on the back stretch, not in turn 2 or turn 1. That's just going to mess him up every time.
Yeah, for some of the new drivers out here that might not have the greatest equipment to run on and have to turn some of their sounds down, just a little bit of advice. When you're exiting pit road, try to exit on the back stretch. Usually 9 times out of 10, that's where you exit and you won't get the penalty. So, Justin, keep in mind on that for tomorrow night's race. Yeah,
usually at Daytona, Talladega, they let you merge between the middle of 1 and 2, just because it's a super speedway and that's how they roll. So, on to anything else. Who's been surprising you this week, Calhoun, in the first couple weeks of AMRL?
Well, as everybody knows, the Racer's Edge 10 Questions with Ryan Hearn, that's got my real attention as of late. He ran real good in the late model race. He got the pole and dominated the thing. Looked like he was going to win, and he got caught up in the pits as well, and that ruined his chances. But he's got my eye big time. But unfortunately, he's going to be on vacation this weekend, so he's going to be missing the 70s race, which he wasn't there, and he'll be missing the night's race. I'm not sure of the name of the race, but we're racing Rockingham Speedway in North Carolina, so shame he's going to be gone. I was looking forward to seeing him out on the track, but he'll be back next week, and we'll see what happens. What about you? Who's got your eye?
Well, Justin Brooks, he's a special kid. He's one of those people that can go out there and get it done, but I just think he's a little too cocky just to start winning yet, because he's so excited about leading. He's not worrying about the other stuff. You can't just win a race by leading. You gotta pit, you gotta do this, you gotta do everything right in order to win. You can't just have a good setup. Which he said, I'm gonna win tonight. He kept telling me in the garage area, I'm gonna win, because he said they had the best setup that there ever was. But if you don't have the pit road strategy and the smartest of racing, you ain't gonna be able to get the job done and win the race.
Yeah, pit strategy's main part of racing. A lot of people that might not be familiar with sim racing or NASCAR itself, pit strategy is usually the key. I've seen my favorite driver, Denny Hamlin, on more than one occasion this year lose a race due to pit strategy.
Oh, yeah. So, how'd you like that late model race on Monday?
Late model race, it really caught my attention. Like I say earlier in the show, Ryan Hearn got my real good attention, and looked like he's going to be one to contend with. Only problem I see right now is Kevin Klein. He's been struggling past couple of weeks, which I know is just the second race of the season, and I don't know. I hope he can bounce back. Stevie Miller Racing sure could use the Kevin Klein of yesterday, that's for sure.
Oh yeah. What I've been seeing through the tracks is there's been about 6 or 7 or 8 AMRL races, and about 80% of those races have been won by pit strategy and pit strategy alone. Like you won the shootout by fuel, like pitting late and getting out there and drafting before. And I won tonight by pitting early and before doing the little math and stuff. And Jake won by saving his tires. So what do you think about pit strategy? You think it's going to be a key in winning the championship?
I think it's going to be a definite key to winning the championship. If you can't save your stuff, you can have the best equipment out there, you can have the best setup. We've seen that tonight in the 70s race. Justin had the best setup of everybody. He was the fastest in practice. He was the fastest in qualifying, but he just couldn't get the job done due to the pit strategy deal. Same thing with Ryan Hearn. He goofed going into the pits, costed him the lead. Jake capitalized and won the late model race. Now, when it comes to you, Stevie, you've won the past two 70s races on pit strategy. So, yeah, it's going to be a definite thing to look out for as the season goes on, and possibly pit goof-up could cost somebody the championship in the chase. And, of course, as everybody knows, there's a chase format in the late models race and cup race, and we'll be getting more into detail on that as the season goes on. Right now we've been discussing, 10 drivers per series for the chase, but we're not sure. That might change due to people maybe not showing up or just more people showing up. We really can't say. It's still too early in the season.
Yeah, I know what you mean. Tonight, who do you think has the best chance of winning?
The Rock's a tough track. I hate real NASCAR got rid of the track. I wish it was still on the schedule. I'm kind of partial to my North Carolina races, as most people don't know. I'm originally from North Carolina, so Rockingham, another track close to my heart. I just don't know. Looking at last week's race at Daytona, it was a big mess. We're getting past it, but domination continuing, and Stephen Miller Racing, I look for possibly Kevin Klein or Joe Willis to maybe step it up and win this event. I know Joe Willis won the Daytona race after some controversy.